everybody. This is a reading for the full moon. It's for twin flames. It's very specifically about twin flames today. This has been sitting here since the new moon solar eclipse on the 19th, 20th of April. So it's really for the period building up to the full moon. So it was supposed, I was just asking about a general reading, and this twin flames card came up, and what I was mainly asking about was this all the experiences and messages and collective energies I've been picking up have been about this explosive emotional experience, like this feeling of building up, of pressure of emotions under the surface and then bursting out. And the ways I've been seeing this is pipes bursting, kitchen floors flooding, and for me that represents like the kitchen is where you nurture, you cook your food, you look after those kind of things, and then as soon as that inner process was resolved and cleared, then there was an outer burst of pipes outside in the garden. So then that's the outer out in the real world. And there have been many things reinforcing that symbology and those themes of the suppression of emotion or of desires or of maybe a denial of what you're really feeling, if it's inconvenient or something like that, and it bursting out like it's bigger than you, it's beyond you, you can't control it, it bursting out and having to be resolved. So the next card that came in, because I was specifically asking about that, this seems to be very much related to the divine masculine, because these two cards are, and they're right underneath each other, so it's in this line which is coming up, which is the focus on the divine masculine. So that is the divine masculine within us. It's also the counterpart that identifies as the divine masculine will be feeling that even more, but the feminines in the twin flame unity will also be experiencing it through their inner process, because they'll be picking up on what their masculine counterpart is going through. So this was the next one that came up, was Wheel of Fortune. So this feels like the feminine side. This is the twin flame unity, so the third energy, or the intention of the relationship, the energy of the relationship, the combined essence that you both share, that's split into the feminine and the masculine components. And then this is the masculine. So so for the I want to just go for the unity at the moment. So what's coming in at the top is twin flames, divine partner, mirror, heart chakra activation, reflection, other self, catalyst, awakening, soulmate, yin yang, balancing masculine and feminine energies. So in order to balance masculine and feminine energies, there's a focus on the masculine traumas at the moment, what the masculine is suppressing, what it is that he's suppressing, and that's keeping him apart, keeping him separate from the unity and from the feminine, and from moving forward, and it's heart chakra related. What is he not looking at in his heart that he needs to resolve, he needs to work through? And the female counterpart also can be looking at this within herself, as she could be also suppressing some things, as she is the mirror and she is sharing the same essence moving through her. So coming down the middle, as that becomes more solidified down through so we can see this as spiritual, This is emotional and this is physical levels. So at the emotional levels, we can see the Wheel of Fortune, fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicity, get what you deserve, it's out of your hands. So this is the balancing of karma. This is the cycles coming to completion. We are just starting a new eclipse cycle. And the other thing I should mention about that, the eclipse cycles kind of peak at 6 months and kind of continue to be in effect for a full year. So we've just started this new solar eclipse in Aries, and it's got strong emphasis on Mars, which is the masculine. The other end of that, which is in October, the eclipse in October in 6 months is going to be the emphasis on Venus, which is the feminine. So yeah, we're working very heavily with the masculine aspects of self, and the masculine counterpart will be feeling this the most. The feminine counterpart will be feeling it internally, subliminally, less consciously, but still being affected by it. So yeah, so this is the balancing up. It's reaping your rewards, and it's also facing consequences. So things coming to light from under the surface. The cycles come to completion and we start new cycles. So then down at the physical level, we've got loons, deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifestation, manifest deepest desire, all in for what you love, and reawaken lost hopes. So it's as these twin flame balancing of masculine and feminine energies, the fact that it's undeniable, it's true, we're mirrors, we're feeling it, the heart is being activated, comes into the energetic, the emotional, the karmic cycles, things working themselves out. And then we come down into physical level of, right, that's brought a lot to light, I've cleared up a lot of things, we've got new beginnings starting, I'm committing to what feels right and to what I know. I'm feeling my deepest desires on my spiritual and emotional levels, and the things that I've been suppressing, I'm going to reawaken because I've cleared the blockages. So on the feminine side, we've got at the emotional level, we've got elephant, gentle, lucid dreams, have your wits about you, powerful, wise, trust, telepathy, supportive, obstacles removed. So this is where you picking up this subliminal stuff that's happening in the masculine, but also in the masculine component of yourself, having dreams about it. Like, they're not just dreams, they're prophetic dreams, they're dreams that are energetic dreams, they're dreams that have effect in your real life, they're where you get information about what's happening in your actual life. Yeah, having your wits about you, so like paying attention, you know, paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to what's reflecting back to you in the world, stepping into your power, using your inner wisdom, and trusting the divine, trusting yourself, the telepathy with your twin, listening to that, it's emphasized at this time, and obstacles removed. So this feels like the masculine is being activated, his heart's being activated. This is actually just the card that represents him. Man, you or the querent, a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest, masculine energy. So it's not just your twin who's being activated, all men are being activated right now, and all females are being activated in their masculine aspects. So he's feeling the effects of the Wheel of Fortune, of the cycles, of the forces of the universe, of destiny and synchronicity, paying attention, starting to see it, reviewing what this means in his life. Obstacles are starting to be removed. And so on the feminine side, she's also feeling obstacles being removed because of the work that the masculine is doing. and the masculine within herself. So down here in the ground, the timing is within 14 to 30 days, and I feel that's basically just connecting to the next full moon coming up. I think I'm not sure, is it the 6th of May, something like that. It's a fiery sign. It's temperance. So temperance is healing. You can see he's paying attention. He's noticing synchronicities, connecting to the forces of the universe, letting go of the things that are out of his hands, realizing it's bigger than him, and then finding his optimism, adventure, wit, getting out, adventuring, traveling, being enthusiastic and independent, irresponsible and outspoken. So letting go of control a bit, like a control freak is not so irresponsible, right? It's letting go of that control. Temperance is healing and balancing. So it's really the masculine healing, balancing, getting his love of life back, getting his personality back, coming out of, see, this is quite dark. He's kind of in a corner there with the blinds mostly closed, a little bit of light coming on, kind of, but he's looking out. He's looking. He's like, oh, you know, he's connecting. Same here. He's looking out. He's connecting. These look very similar to me. And it's like, right, you know, coming out of that cave, coming out of that emotional cave, coming out of that emotional closet, even, like, where he's doesn't want to see it, doesn't want to do anything about it. It's too hard, easier to stay in the comfort zone. Coming out of that now. He's almost forced to. It's like those water pipes are bursting. And then over here on the feminine side, this card connects to the energies that have been coming through in the last 3 or 4 readings. I'll link those in the description box. Inner identity, grounded and purpose, experiencing duality, inner versus outer worlds. This is what we were harmonizing in the transmission with the flowers, the painting of in the garden. It was fertility, which is here also. It was harmonizing polar opposites and straddling all of them. It was experiencing duality, and it was being aware of inner and outer worlds and how they interact and how they affect each other. Which this has come up in quite a few readings. And I can really see this as something where we go inner, we do the work, we clear it, and it affects what's going on outside. So it's purpose, experiencing duality, inner versus outer world, access. So I've also had some readings come through where I've been looking at the axis of the planet and the axis within ourselves, the polar opposites of the planet, and then also the inner core and the outer core. And so we're also looking at that within our own selves and how that is connected to the collective consciousness and the cycles that we're going through as a planet, and how it affects Gaia, the planet. Fertility and practicality, center of everything, balance and satisfying. Like I said, I will link those below, but those codes should come through into this transmission anyway because they're already anchored. So after all of that, this card came up yesterday. Again, I was asking about this bursting water, and we got the swans, soulmate, twin flame, the one, a pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination, and fluidity. I'm definitely feeling the fluidity. And I've actually painted a painting just like this, so I think it's time to anchor the codes fully into that. I'll bring that into the reading as well. Let's just see what's coming in. All right, we need to bring some hearts here. Okay, and I'm feeling to also bring the painting in that I've done. It's almost finished. It's a little bit more work to do on it. And I think it's been waiting for this timing. It is reflective. So yeah, we've got the love hearts, and we've got them reflected in the water. So there's a lot of water in this, as per the reading. There's also reflection, mirror reflection. So this was intended to be about twin flames. Akatatati takataka toko koko. Akatatati takataka toko ko. Akatati takatoko koko. Akatati takakakata. Akatati takakatoko. Akatati takatakatatati takatakatakatako. Akatatati takakatoko toko toko koko. I'm seeing the pink, like these drops of pink, and the brighter pink. And it's feeling like it's unconditional love, but it's a bright unconditional love. It's a real tangible, real unconditional love, and I'm seeing that coming down through the eyes, looking into each other's eyes, and this pink energy being there. It feels like it's a tangible love that cannot be stopped or affected by anything else, and that any effort that has been made to try and prevent that because of what it triggers or what it raises, or the things that it brings to light that then need to be resolved, that are too hard, doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that love. Okay, so I'm feeling a release in the solar plexus. Like it's a relief to give up all of that burden. Like it's more effort to be in separation than it is to be together, and that it's been a lot of work to hold all that resistance, to hold all of those traumas and issues and resistances. It's been harder because you're fighting against the current. And so now it feels like if you drop into the current of unconditional love, you're in this beautiful, still, reflective pool. So this is an invitation for the masculine and the feminine to do this. Whatever work you do on yourself is going to help the other, as well as it's going to remove resistance and traumas from the unity, and it's going to release the energies and thoughts and emotions that are holding you in separation. Yeah, here we go. So I'm feeling this side. This is a feminine. I'm feeling the feminine drop in. The feminine or the masculine, actually? I think it's a feminine in this reading. Okay, so feeling feminine, like drop in, like she was hovering, her spirit was hovering here, and she drops into the physical engagement with the counterpart. Okay, so now the masculine is now sliding forward. So both are now present, led by the feminine. So the feminine shows up in the physical. The masculine then brings his emotional presence. It's a heart activation, a solar plexus release. There's light, it looks like white light shooting up through the spine, through the center of the spine, right up through the cord, up into the heavens. It's like creating a beacon that we're both choosing unity. It's a beacon. It's like almost like a marriage announcement that's gone out that all can see and feel. It's visible on the multidimensional and an anchoring in, and I can feel it moving through the reflection as well. So it's moving across all dimension and space. There's just this incredible peace moving through the energy field, moving through all the waters in the world. It feels like through all of those waters, but it feels like multidimensionally through the water elements, in the energy of water. There's this higher love template emanating through from the twin flames, both counterparts, choosing unity and unconditional love, regardless of all their resistances. And saying that there's another dropping in of the third energy. Akatati takatakatati takatakatako. Akatati takatati takatakatakato. Akatati takatati takatakatokotokoto. Akatati tatati takatakatakatakato. Akatati takatakatoko. Akatatati tatakitako. Akatati takatokotokotokoto. Akatati takatakatakatakatakotokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokok crown chakra. And I can feel both hemispheres of the crown chakra activated. I can feel it activating into the neuronal pathways of the brain. Both twins. Both sides of the brain for both twins. Yeah. I can feel it strengthening the lower back. Expanding the soul seat at the thymus area. And grounding the higher aspects of the connection into the physical reality, the physical day-to-day life. Yeah. Okay, guides are stepping back. Okay. So that feels in a way quite subtle because it's very high vibrational unity, love, energy. So it might feel a little intangible for those of you who usually feel these codes dropping in. But emotionally, it feels very loving, very peaceful, very still, very calm, very trusting. So what you'll find is on receiving these codes is that anything that is not those feelings of love, peace, trust, unity, the opposite of those things, if there's any crumbs or residue within your experience or your traumas or your past lives, they're going to come up for you to see. And what you need to do is allow them to move out. So bring the love in, trust those feelings. Trust, you know, whether it's depression or fear or overwhelm or whatever it is. Hear those aspects of yourself. Hear those feelings wanting to be heard. Send love to them and allow them to transmute and leave your energy field and your experience. Drink a lot of water. Listen to your bodies when you need to drink, when you need to eat, when you need to rest. If you get a sudden urge to be creative, if you have powerful dreams, listen to them, pay attention. If you're hearing things in your head, be aware it may be messages, it may be telepathy. Pay attention. Okay, blessings everybody.